America is collapsing before our very eyes.
So as it turns out, the student loans that I've been paying $1,500 a month for 2 years have a 17% interest rate.
And I never understood the people that make work their whole life, like their whole identity. Like, you putting in all this work and you still struggling? Hell no.
People are always saying that the average American makes $45,000 a year. Where does the average American work?
The United States is about to break and nobody is willing to talk about it. If we as a country don't make a change here, we are cooked.
I got a letter recently that my property taxes are going to go up $600 a year from now on. I got a letter that my homeowner's insurance is going up
America's economy isn't collapsing overnight. It's collapsing quietly, piece by piece, in ways most people don't notice until their rents due and the fridge looks suspiciously empty. For years, politicians bragged about strong GDP growth and record-low unemployment. But beneath the headlines, the foundation is cracking, and the cracks are getting wider. Let's break it down.
America is collapsing before our very eyes. Restaurants are closing their doors for good in my city at a record pace. They're blaming it on a slow season, but I think it's something else. You can't tell me the amount of abandoned strip malls that I drive by on a daily basis is normal. I know you've seen it too. All these places just get replaced with the capybara cafe de jour or a flower store to placate the masses, if you know what I mean. There used to be 24-hour diners, family-owned restaurants, even bookstores, I don't know, third spaces. Now, nothing. Luxury apartments that sit vacant forever. Grocery stores that have been closed for 10 years. So much wasted space in empty parking lots until some TikTok trend comes, opens for 6 months, and then that closes too. I know I'm not alone in this, but yet every single time I bring it up, I get all the bots in my comments telling me the economy's never been better. But I ask for who? Like 100 people at the top? So the billionaires are doing great. I don't care. People like you and me, we're struggling out here. All my friends live in vans. And if we are lucky enough to have apartments or houses, we're living behind locked doors and closed blinds because there's no community here anymore. Restaurants are just the beginning. They're the canary in the coal mine. Once they're gone, so are all of our meeting places, our birthday parties, our community, and third spaces. They're not just a place to buy food. They're a pulse of the neighborhood. And also, as a live singer, something hugely important to my job. I used to sing 5 nights a week. Now I'm lucky if I can find a Sunday night gig. So I'm just here to say, if this is what a booming economy sounds like, it must be the sound of doors slamming shut. And I don't know about you, but I'm making my exit plan. We're moving to Portugal soon, where they still have cafes and restaurants that people actually go to. If you find that interesting, stick around. Because I can tell you this is not normal. And don't let internet comments gaslight you into thinking it is.
The illusion of growth. On paper, America looks unstoppable. GDP has soared past $28 trillion. Unemployment is low, and Wall Street's still popping champagne. But here's the catch. Most of that growth comes from debt, not productivity. The U.S. now owes over $35 trillion and rising faster than a college student's credit card bill. For every dollar the government earns, it borrows nearly 2 more. Household debt? Record highs. People aren't spending because they're rich. They're spending because Visa still works. Funny how America's new growth strategy is just buy now, pay never.
The United States is about to break and nobody is willing to talk about it. If we as a country don't make a change here, we are cooked. The media doesn't give it the attention it deserves. Politicians won't say it out loud, but our country, it's drowning in over $36 trillion in debt. And here's the terrifying part. We're now spending more than $1 trillion a year just to pay the interest. Not the debt itself, just the interest. It takes my breath away whenever I talk about it. Imagine you maxed out your credit card that you have, then took out more just to cover your monthly payments. That's what we're doing as a government and as a country. And when the bill comes due, it's you who's going to pay the price. Higher taxes, slash services, or worse, God forbid, a financial collapse that would make 2008 look like a hiccup. If we don't change course here, folks, if we don't stop printing money, overspending, and kicking this can down the road, your future, our future, won't be stable jobs and affordable homes. It'll be layoffs, rent that you can't afford, and retirement accounts that don't mean anything. Heck, some of you are saying right now, I'm already feeling the effects. They'll try to distract you with these headlines and drama, but this is the real threat we are facing, and nobody's coming to save us. I'm curious, what do you think about this in the comment section below? For more unapologetic and trustworthy news, hit that follow button. I appreciate you.
2. The wage price trap. The average American is earning less in real terms than they did 40 years ago. Meanwhile, everything costs more: housing, healthcare, eggs, and apparently breathing. In 2025, the median rent hit $2,100 per month. The median household income barely keeping up with inflation. Families are working longer hours, saving less, and watching every dollar vanish before payday. But don't worry, the government says inflation's under control, probably because they stopped buying groceries themselves.
I'm an American. I pay $1,600 for a flat that has no bedroom. That's 2/3 of my income. I'm an American. I work 50 hours a week. I don't have health insurance. I'm an American. I couldn't afford to have a child even if I wanted to. I'm $7,000 in debt. I'm an American. My health is declining because I can't afford Whole Foods because that's too expensive for my life. I am very overqualified for my job, but no one else is hiring. I'm an American. I make my boss hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, while I can barely keep myself alive. I'm an American. I have never been out of the States. I have never been on a vacation. I'm an American. I make 20-some dollars an hour. A livable wage here is like 30-some. Yet I don't qualify for government assistance whatsoever. On the days I don't work, I'm so tired I just sleep all day. I'm an American. My electric bill is so expensive I sit outside in the heat because I can't afford to turn the AC on in the damn house. I'm an American, and I fear I'm just an average American. I'm living the American dream.
3. The debt economy. Once upon a time, America built things: cars, steel, innovation. Now it builds debt. The entire economy runs on borrowed money. Corporations issue debt to buy back their own stock. Consumers max out credit cards, and the government writes checks it can't cash. When interest rates rise, this house of cards starts shaking. Defaults increase, savings evaporate, and confidence disappears. But hey, who needs real growth when you can have vibes-based economics?
Tell me why I went to school, busted my ass getting a degree while raising 3 kids, only to become a case manager and case manage somebody who makes significantly more money than me. So I'm a case manager and my client is a dental assistant. My client makes over $30 an hour and is applying to a couple jobs that she'll be making over $35 an hour. I asked her today how she got into that, and she told me that when she was 17, her mom worked at a dentist's office and somebody was going on maternity leave and they needed someone to fill in. And her mom said all she has to do is hold some tools. And she's been doing it ever since. No degree, no certification, just luck. And I cannot help but be frustrated, envious, pissed off, disappointed. Here I am busting my ass all these years to make something of myself, to only make nothing of myself. Like, at the end of the day, I needed luck and I don't have it. And it's not fair. I can't tell you how many people I know who make more money than me who didn't go to college. Some people just fall into opportunities while the rest of us are struggling desperately to make things work.
The collapse isn't just financial, it's human. Millions are juggling multiple jobs just to survive. Homelessness is rising, and healthcare debt affects over 100 million Americans. The promise of work hard, get ahead has turned into work hard, stay behind, and maybe get a pizza on Friday if you're lucky. But sure, keep telling young people they're broke because they buy coffee. That'll fix the system.
People are always saying that the average American makes $45,000 a year. Where does the average American work? I want to make $45,000 a year. Are you kidding me? The most I have ever made is $30,000 in a year. Where are these people working that they're making $45,000? Like, don't just tell me that they're making $45,000 a year. Where do they work? Is their job hiring? I need more details. Like, where are they getting these numbers from? I don't think I know anybody in my life who is making $45,000 a year. Like, that is insane. I think that's like the average, only because like there's literal billionaires who are making like so much in a year that like regular people, they're like, oh, the average is 45,000. The average person, I would say, probably makes like 30,000, like 35,000. Like, you're not making $45,000 an hour on like a $15 an hour fast food salary. Like, where are the people who are making $45,000 a year? Where are they working? Are they hiring? Tell me that, America!
The silent fall. This isn't a crash like 2008. It's slower, quieter, and more dangerous because it feels normal. America isn't falling because of one big event. It's falling because decades of bad policy, greed, and financial engineering hollowed out its core. And everyone pretends it's fine, as long as the stock market still goes up. It's like watching a house burn, but everyone's too busy checking Zillow to notice the price just dropped.
So as it turns out, the student loans that I've been paying $1,500 a month for 2 years have a 17% interest rate. So what I thought I've been paying off for all this time, I'm actually, like, I owe more than what I started off with. What the fuck? So, Jeff Bezos, this would be a really cool fucking time to Venmo me, bro. Like, I owe $90,000, and I didn't even spend that much on school. Like, any rich person, please tap in. Like, Kourtney Kardashian, like, you probably have 8 houses. I'm never gonna be able to buy one because I went to college. I just signed up to be an egg donor. Guess what? Got approved. Who wants my fucking kids? I can't afford them, so start a bidding more. Just fucking take them. What do you want? My left arm too? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm gonna be in debt for my whole fucking life. How does that even make sense? I signed up for this shit when I was 17. Like, this should not be legal, bro. I got upset about it at work, and my coworker was like, don't you have like a rich relative who can pay that for you? No, my family's poor. Like, no. And the worst fucking part is, bro, look where I am. Like, I can't go in because I can't spend money, but I just want to like be here because it makes me feel better.
What comes next? If this continues, the next decade could bring stagflation that feels permanent, rising inequality and unrest, a weaker dollar, and a whole lot of finger-pointing in Congress. But America can still recover through actual reform, smarter spending, and investing in real productivity instead of speculative bubbles. Because a nation doesn't fall overnight, it falls quietly, one bad decision at a time. And apparently it falls with a smile, because no one wants to admit the party's over.